Welcome to my channel Maths Pursuit. Today we will look into the questions from the chapter called Quadratic Equations. Hello friends, may I request you to please click on the subscribe button below this video.
The given question is, two water taps together can fill a tank in 9 3/8 hours. The tap of larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one to fill the tank separately. Find the time in which each tap can separately fill the tank. Guys, this question looks to be a difficult one, but let us first of all try to understand the question so that it will be really very easy. No question is a difficult question. It depends upon us how we are able to understand the question. Once we understand the question easily, or once we understand the question completely, then it becomes very easy for us to solve any type of question it is being given. No question is a difficult question in this world. Okay, now I will suggest, let us break this question into three parts. The first part is, two water taps together can fill a tank in 9 3/8 hours. So in first part it is saying that two water taps together they fill a tank in 9 3/8 hours. The second part it is saying that the tap of larger diameter takes 10 hours less than the smaller one to fill the tank separately. That means the larger diameter tap takes 10 hours less than the smaller diameter tap. Find the time, this is the third part, find the time in which each tap can separately fill the tank. So this is the third part, and this is the question that is being asked for us to find out the time in which each tap can separately fill the tank. Guys, let us work out this one, and you will see that this one will become very clear and very easy for all of us. So let us try to understand this, and we are going to work out this question. So for this purpose, let me draw a tank here. So tank means just I am drawing one cuboid. So cuboid is always of this shape of a tank. So let us imagine that this is a tank for us. So I am drawing one tank here. Okay, so let us imagine that this is a tank, and let us also imagine that the capacity of this tank is 1000 meter cube. This is for our imagination purpose, or we are just assuming. Let us assume that the capacity of this tank is 1000 meter cube. Now guys, let's see, let the volume of we are assuming what? Let the volume of the tank, because in the question they have not given the volume of the tank, we are assuming, let the volume of the tank is equal to 1000 meter cube, because volume is always measured in cubic meter or meter cube or cubic centimeter or centimeter cube, or whatever the unit is. We are least bothered about the unit at this point of time. So let us focus on that. So in order to make the calculation easy, I am just assuming that the capacity of the tank is 1000 meter cube. Now let the smaller, all these things are we are assuming because we do not know. Let the smaller tap, let the smaller tap takes X hour to fill the tank, to fill this tank. Now we very well know, as per the question, if the smaller tap is taking X hour to fill this tank, then the larger tap will take 10 hour less. Then the larger tap will take 10 hour less, that means X minus 10 hour to fill this tank. Okay, I believe till here we are pretty clear. So what we did, first of all, we assumed let the volume of the tank is equal to 1000 meter cube. Let the smaller tap takes X hour to fill this tank, that means to fill 1000 meter cube. Then if the smaller tap is taking X hour to fill this tank, as per the question the larger tap takes 10 hour less, so that is what we have written here. Then the larger tap will take X minus 10 hour to fill this tank. So till here we are pretty clear. Now let me write down here first smaller tap. So I am just doing it part by part so that it would be very easy for you people to understand. regarding the smaller tap, in x hour, because we have assumed x hour, in x hour it fills this 1000 meter cube tank, it fills 1000 meter cube. In 1 hour, we are always calculating out to 1 hour, so that it would be easy for us to find out the calculations. In 1 hour it will fill 1000 by x into 1, that is equal to 1000 by x meter cube, I can say. Similarly, if I put here about the larger tap, so what the question is telling about the larger tap, in x minus 10 hours it fills 1000 meter cube of the tank, that means the same tank. So if it takes x minus 10 hours to fill 1000 meter cube, then in 1 hour how much the tank will fill? In 1 hour it will fill 1000 by x minus 10 into 1, that is nothing but 1000 by x minus 10 meter cube of tank. So here, till here we are clear about the smaller tap, the larger tap. Now let us look what exactly is happening with the both the taps. So what I am going to do here, I am going to put the things for both the taps now. So first of all we found out about the smaller tap, then the larger tap, then we are going to see about the both the taps. I'm just guys doing step by step so that it will be very easy. So regarding both the taps, as per the question, in 75 by 8, so how I got 75 by 8 hours? In 75 by 8 hours it fills 1000 meter cube, because as per the question it is given that both the taps takes 9/3 by 8 hours to fill the tank. So 9/3 by 8, so 9/3 by 8 is nothing but 9 into 8, 9 8 is 72, 72 plus 3 is 75 by 8 hours. So this is what how we calculated. In 75 by 8 hours it fills 1000 meter cube of the tank. In 1 hour, both the taps will fill, both the taps will fill 1000 by 75 by 8 into 1, or I can write that is equal to 1000 into 8 by 75, which is nothing but 8000 by 75 meter cube. Now guys, what we learned or what we found out? We found out that in both the taps in 1 hour they fill 8000 by 8000 upon 75 meter cube of the tank. Now guys, if we look at the three parts, let's say smaller tap, larger tap and both the taps, we understand that in 1 hour how much time this tank take to fill the tank or to fill the water or whatever it may be. Now in other words I can write, so keeping 1 hour in mind, we can write this one as smaller tap plus larger tap is equal to both the taps. I believe this is very clear. Both the taps means it is the combination of smaller tap plus larger tap. So that is what I have written, smaller tap plus larger tap is equal to both the taps. Now all these things we are doing keeping 1 hour in mind. So what happened for smaller tap, how much part of the tank is filled? 1000 by x capacity of the tank is filled, and larger tank, how much part is filled in 1 hour? 1000 upon x minus 10 capacity of the tank is filled. And regarding both the parts, what we got, 8000 by 75 of the tank is filled in if we include both the taps. Let me summarize again. What we got, we first of all individually calculated regarding the smaller tap how much water is filled in 1 hour. If for larger tap, how much water is filled in 1 hour, and then we took both the taps, how much water is filled by both the taps in 1 hour. Now we saw that in 1 hour smaller tap fills 1000 by x part of water, in 1 hour the larger tap fills 1000 by x of x minus 10 part of water, and in case of both the taps it fills 8000 by 75 of the water. This is what happened for both the taps. Now let us guys solve this equation. Now we got a equation, you could see. Now let us solve this equation. Here you could see 1000 is common here. Now let me take 1000 common out, and I am left with 1 by x plus 1 by x minus 10 is equal to, I can write 8 into 1000 by 75, which implies I can cut this 1000 cancel out, and we are left with 1 by x plus 1 by x minus 10 is equal to 8 by 75. So guys, you could see that we are what I did here, we try to solve this equation. 1000 by 1000 upon x plus 1000 upon x minus 10 is equal to 8000 by 75. Then I took 1000 common here. So if 1000 is common, so I took 1000 outside, and then what I did, I cancelled this 1000 from the left side and this 1000 from the right side, and then I'm left with this equation: 1 upon x plus 1 upon x minus 10 is equal to 8 upon 75. Guys, I told you earlier that if we find a equation where something is there in the denominator, we need to remove that denominator. So how to do that? In order to remove the denominator, we need to multiply the denominator values to both sides of the equation. If we multiply the denominator values to both sides of the equation, then we can easily remove the denominator. So we are going to do that thing now. So guys, I am going to multiply the denominator part to both sides of the equation so that we can eliminate the denominator. In the denominator we have x into x minus 10. I am going to multiply x into x minus 10 to 1 by x plus 1 by x minus 10 in the left side, as well as this same thing to the right side of this equation is into 8 by 75. So I multiplied x into x minus 10 to left side as well as to the right side of the equation, and we very well know if we do if we do multiplication or division or subtraction or addition, the same number to both sides of the equation, the resultant equation remains the same. That is what we are doing here. Now let us solve this. Now I can write, let us multiply this x into x minus 10 upon x plus x into x minus 10 upon x minus 10 is equal to, I can write this one as 8x into x minus 10 by 75. I believe this is also clear because I multiplied just 8 with x and I kept it the other part same, and it became this one. Now you could see that I can cancel out this x and this x upon 10 minus 10 and this x minus 10, and I am left with x minus 10 plus x is equal to 8x into x minus 10 upon 75. Now guys, let us further solve it. Let me open here. X minus 10 plus x is equal to 8x into x is 8x to the power 2 minus 80x upon 75, which implies this x plus this x is 2x minus 10 is equal to 8x to the power 2 minus 80x upon 75. After further solving, I can move this 75 from the denominator to the left side, and I can multiply it here to 2x minus 10 is equal to 8x to the power 2 minus 80x, which implies 75 into 2 is nothing but 150x minus 750 is equal to 8x to the power 2 minus 80x. Or further I can write, let us bring the left hand side to the either way we can bring the left hand side to the right hand side. So what I can do, 8x to the power 2 minus 80x minus 150x plus 750 is equal to 0. So guys, what I did, just I moved this 150x to the right side, so this is a positive one, it became negative here, and this negative 750, it became positive 750 here. Now let us further solve this and let us see what we are getting. So if we solve this, we will get, which implies 8x to the power 2 minus 80x minus 150x, which is nothing but minus 230x plus 750 is equal to 0. So guys, you could see that we are gradually approaching in getting a quadratic equation. Now from this equation, what I could find that here again I can take 2 as a common multiple, so I can take 2 common out, and we are left with 4x to the power 2 minus 115x plus 375 is equal to 0, or which implies even I can get this 4x to the power 2 minus 115x plus 375 is equal to 0 upon 2. Guys, 0 upon 2 is 0. So we got a quadratic equation as 4x to the power 2 minus 115x plus 375 is equal to 0. Now let us use, I am going to use the quadratic formula here to solve this quadratic equation. Now let us use the quadratic formula. Now let us use the quadratic formula to solve. Now let us use the quadratic formula to solve this quadratic equation. Quadratic formula, guys, I am using quadratic formula here. You people can use any formula that you are comfortable, because the question didn't ask us to find to use any of the methods, whether it is a completing the square method or factorization method. So whatever the way or whatever the methods you people feel comfortable, we can use, you can use that method, guys. So I am comfortable with quadratic formula, so I am using quadratic formula. So if you people are comfortable with completing the square method or factorization method, you can use that method. It is up to you. So I can write the quadratic formula is given by x is equal to minus b plus or minus root over of b square minus 4ac upon 2a. This is what the quadratic formula tells us. Now let us focus on this equation, quadratic equation. 4x to the power 2 minus 115x plus 375 is equal to 0. So a here is 4, b is minus 115 and c is 375. So we extracted these values from this quadratic equation. 4x to the power 2 minus 115x plus 375 is equal to 0. Now guys, what I am going to do is that let us find out b square minus 4ac. So b square minus 4ac, b here b is minus 115 square minus 4 into a is 4 here, and c is 375, or b square minus 4ac is equal to 115. The square of 115 is 13225. So guys, I have already calculated out what is the square of 115. It will come as 13,225 minus, and if we multiply 4 into 375, we will get 6,000. Or I can write b square minus 4ac is equal to 7225. That means 13,225 minus 7000 minus 7225, we will minus 13225 minus 6000, we will get 7225. So guys, let us put this value in our quadratic equation formula and let's see what we are getting now. Now I am going to put this value in quadratic equation formula and let's see what we are getting now. So as per the quadratic equation, it is being given that x is equal to minus b. Minus b means here b is minus 115, so minus 115 because it is minus b, plus or minus root over of b square minus 4ac. So b square minus 4ac, we got 7225. That is the root over of that into 2a. Here a is 4. Or I can write x is equal to this minus it becomes plus, so I can write 115 plus or minus 7225. Root over of 7225 is nothing but 85 upon 8. 4 to the 8. Now we got the equation is 115 plus or minus 85 upon 8. Now I can break down this one into two parts. One is 115 plus 85 by 8 and the other one is x is equal to 115 minus 85 by 8. Or I can write x is equal to 115 plus 85. If we add 115 plus 85, we will get 200 by 8, and here we will get 115 minus 85, we will get 30 by 8. Or I can write x is equal to 25 because 8 25s are 200, and here x is equal to 15 by 4 because 2 4s are 8 and 2 15s are 30. So guys, you could see that we are getting two equations. One is x is equal to 25 and the other is x is equal to 15 by 4. So if we let us analyze these two values of the x. Now time taken by smaller tap is equal to x. Now we know that, or we have assumed that the time taken by the smaller tap to be x. So smaller tap takes 25 hours to fill the tanks. Smaller tap takes 25 hours to fill the tank, and if the smaller tap is taking 25 hours, then larger tap will take 10 hours less. Larger tap will take 10 hours less, that is 25 minus 10, that is equal to 15 hours to fill the tank. So guys, the larger tap will take 15 hours to fill the tank. Now this is when x is equal to 25. Now let us see similarly when x is equal to 15 by 4. When x is equal to 15 by 4, the smaller tap will take 15 by 4 hours. When x is equal to 15, if we consider x is equal to 15 by 4, smaller tap will take 15 by 4 hours to fill the tank. And what will happen with the larger tap? Larger tap will take 10 hours less, that means 15 by 4 minus 10, which will get 15 minus 40. We will get 15 minus 40 by 4, that is equal to minus 25 by 4. Guys, you could see that because x is this is the hour, time cannot be negative, because when x is 25, smaller tap takes 25 hours because it is the time we are getting. Larger tap takes 15 hours. Here if x is 15 by 4, smaller tap takes 15 by 4 hours. Larger tap will take minus 25 by hours. This is not possible. So negative time is not possible here. So we can discard this. So when x is equal to 15 by 4, it is of no use. We can discard this and we can go with x is equal to 25. Hope guys you understood this calculation. or this calculation or this process is a very simple, little bit complicated, but I can say once you understand this problem, it will become very simple and very straightforward. But guys, if you still have any questions or doubts, please reach out to me in the comment section of this video. Definitely I will get back to you once I see your comments. Guys, if you really like my videos, please subscribe.
If you really like my videos, I would request you to kindly subscribe and also let your friends know. This will motivate me to create similar videos in the future. Thank you. Bye.